Okay. Like, I don't really want to do this video because it's just a waste of time, and I want to play Valorant right now. And I guess I'm doing it on stream, so like I can so prove that I don't edit stuff. Yeah. Okay, so basically, this former Major Zero Stro, whatever, or just Zero TV, Zero TV, whatever. Don't really care at this point. Short backgrounds. This is just my response to his video, and I might do like a react and comment video or stream or something. Well, I just don't want to do it. I might just upload a video, just short explain how I got major in like 5 second video or something. Cause I don't really. He just wants attention at this point. Like, yeah.
Majors.
So basically, in the beginning of his video, he explains like the beginning, like beginning of Major, his story with Major, or yeah, something like that. And yeah,
I agreed to things of that nature. He was going to trade me. See, guys,
okay,
Fact Revolution. I don't even want to do that. But what I will say is this. I was given an offer from a while back, right? So I don't even want to even try. And I was running Major, but I was also a leader of some of these other teams. And what ultimately happened was, guys, I essentially ended the team for a period of time. I came back to Major, and as far as the time frame goes, guys, I mean, this was a while back, right? So I don't even want to even try to tell you when the time the time periods and all of those things. I don't even want to do that. But what I will say is this: I was given an offer from a guy by the name of Soul. His name was Fact Soul, okay? Part of, I believe, Fact Revolution. And he was
which is
asking me
true.
if I would want to
That's not true.
trade channels. Like, I would give him Major and he would give me a channel. Now, obviously,
No, okay. At that point, he didn't own Major. A friend, Michael Isaac, had Major, which he had gotten from me because I bought it for him from a guy called Zeus. Zeus or Zeus, like the god, Zeus. He had multiple channels at that point. Like I believe he had Flaw channel, Flaw sniping, the Flaw snipers or something like that. And he also had another channel, and he had a couple of channels that I don't remember all of them, but I do remember some of them, that he had a lot of channels, and I can just uh I can't like prove it like basically that he owned the channel, but I can prove that I bought it to PayPal, and I bought it for my friend Isaac because he I owed him money because he gifted me some games on PlayStation or Steam. I don't really remember, and then the rest of it, the gift or gave me a year of PlayStation Plus. So then he just we agreed to that he was gonna buy me PlayStation Plus, and I was gonna get him a channel for about the same amount or less or more for that point. But I just said I would probably same amount or less. And yeah, basically I don't know how Zeus got it. I don't know. Isaac were in the staff in 2016, like spring, summer ish. I believe summer. And I joined Major for about a couple of weeks, but I left because I didn't do anything, and they would probably have to. They would probably kick me because I didn't do anything, so I just left before, like, yeah, didn't need to bother with that stuff. But at that point, someone called Shaw, Seah, owned the channel. I don't know how he got it, but I know some down the line they ended it, sold it, and then I imagined to buy it back. And I just remember Isaac being happy because he and some of the other former staff did still have like some some of the previous fundings, and I remember Isaac when I wanted to like restart a team or make a team, and when I got Major, he was happy because then he could use the funding to like pay for stuff like jerseys and designs, editors, and stuff like that. But the other previous former members didn't want to come back, and at that time I was leading Fact, so he just like gave up. And later down the line, I bought the channel to me again with CS:GO knife. I don't really remember what it was for, but I just at that point I didn't care because I did lose some bets, and I did lose some more bets. I won some bets. Yeah, whatever. I don't. I just didn't care that much because I did quit CS:GO and all the CS:GO drama, of course. I remember. I think at that point where all the CS:GO drama started with like Team Martin or and Syndicate. Not entirely sure if it was at that point, but I, yeah, I did quit a bit before that, and then I completely gave up when it happened. So yeah, I didn't care about CS:GO. I only thing I did back then was like trick shotting again, because I just came back trick shotting after playing a bunch of CS:GO. And but whatever. So I didn't scam him with trading a channel, which he will explain
Honestly, guys,
now.
at this point, I didn't really care that much for Major anymore because obviously it was pretty inactive and things of that nature. He was going to trade me Oxygen Supremacy for Major Militia. And by the way, Soul is this guy. This is him, and he obviously a Mighty Soul, yes. So Major Soul, he stole the channel essentially. The guy is he stole the channel essentially. So
No, I just explained how I got the channel. So again, it wasn't from him, like Zero. It wasn't from Zero. It was from somewhere else. I don't really. I remember his first ERL name, but I'm not gonna say it. Because I know if you try to search for Zeus, you will find a bunch of Zeus. So I'm not gonna put anyone in the frame, but if you're like really important and really need proof of everything, I can show a PayPal screenshot and show in PayPal until a couple of months, because then I think the PayPal history is only like 3 or 4 years back. I don't really exactly know for sure, but I just know like beginning of my PayPal history, if you could say that. I can go back that far in log. I think I only keep up to 4 years when it comes to PayPal, and there he is, Zeus. I think it's him. I'm not gonna go to his Steam profile though, but yeah, me and Zeus became friends, and I know when I got the channel from Isaac, he basically Zeus basically gave me some tips from what I could upload, what I could do. At that time, I didn't. I can come back into what I wanted to do because I did explain it to Zero in Twitter chat.
So here, I'll break it down for you. I agreed to give the channel to himself, and he would give me Oxygen Supremacy. He proved that he owns Oxygen Supremacy, and I went ahead and he wanted me to give him access to Major before he gave me access to Oxygen Supremacy. So this was a mistake on my part.
Okay, first of all, how? Okay, what if I did, like, if he believed I did own Oxygen Supremacy, why would I do it? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Why would I trade a pretty much up there team or organization for basically a B tier dead team? Like, the only reason why I restarted or why I got to take over Major was because I was given the previous fundings from the 2016 run, or yeah, 2016, late 2000 or 2016 slash early 2017 run. I don't remember how long they did actually run for though, because I didn't pay attention, I guess. But again, why would I give, like, why would I give a pretty much up their organization or channel or name brand for basically a B tier or C tier for that matter, a dead team? It doesn't make any sense.
I should not have even ever trusted somebody.
And what proof would have I given him? Screenshots can easily be faked, but like, I didn't screenshot anything. I didn't Photoshop anything. I don't have. I don't know. I can't show anything that I haven't done. Like, and he doesn't show any proof.
On the internet like this who I never met, never knew, all of those things. So anyways,
Yeah.
third, whatever it might be. Anyways, stole the channel, never gave me Oxygen Supremacy. I'll give you the channel. If you give me the channel, I'll give you permission to restart Major. Now, I'll give you the channel. If you give me the channel, I'll give you permission to restart. Anyways, stole the channel, never gave me Oxygen Supremacy. Now, I told him in DMs and all of that I said, look, I'll give you the channel. If you give me the channel, I'll give you permission to restart Major. Now, before all of this, guys, just to show you, a lot of you obviously don't know me as Major Zero. People, of course, back in the day, of course, did. So I had full access to the team, and I had full say as to whether we were going to...
Not in 2016, he did not. I never saw him in the chat, and people basically told me who the owner was back then. And they had multiple owners in 2016, but the latest one that I know was Shaw. Yeah, S-E-A-H. I don't know how to pronounce it, but... And before him, there was another guy that I didn't really talk to.
Bring the team back, whatever we were going to do. Anyways, after I had brought the team back for a period of time, which you can see, this is the legitimate...
Okay, no, that was... Okay, Major Militia GG. That Twitter got created after we switched from GG to the entertainment, because that was the point that he was giving me the channel for that knife, and I changed it to ENT for entertainment. I was planning to do like trending channel, something like along the line, like just basically try and make as much money off the channel as possible, if it were possible. Because yeah, I was YouTube money kid back then, still kind of is. Just now I just don't care less, I guess.
Team that we had.
But basically, yeah, that was created after we changed from GG to entertainment, or ENT, which did stand for entertainment. I don't actually know what entertainment is supposed to like pronounce in like short, but
that we had, right, that was made back in 2017,
which was again like, I don't know, after again we tried to, or he tried to create the comeback. Isaac tried to create the comeback.
We had brought the team back, and Major Militia GG, this was it. This was the channel. We had basically, we were, recruiting and all of those things, and it just didn't materialize for us, unfortunately. We were trying to get into esports. We were trying to do multiple things, and I was trying to focus on this channel on my.
And this channel he owns now was a StarCraft channel that he had back then. I can show it because the all his videos was StarCraft videos. Like it is a StarCraft channel, and I believe this Twitter was the StarCraft Twitter that came with or that he had connected to the channel. But yeah,
my YouTube channel, so it just didn't work out. But anyways, all of this, the Major Militia, how poorly these videos are.
The reason why I did actually upload all of the streams is because that it is the 4,000 hours. It's a new monetization rule on YouTube. So as right now, I have enough hours and hour views to keep that I can monetize every YouTube video. That's the reason why I keep them up. And when I did stream, I was using it as my personal channel because I didn't plan on. Hey, Susie again. I didn't plan on bringing up Major back because I'd originally planned to make my own team called Notice Century, or I didn't really stick to the name, but something with the N, because I already bought an N logo. I remember paid and design, but the name was a bit unsure. But it was Notice Century that came up to me at one point, but eventually it turned into Major because I got fundings from it for it. So, and it's not saying I'm poor. It's more like saying that why should I say no? Like my original plan was just to spend all that money on that half-year run we did in the Norwegian scene, League of Legends scene, and revamp everything. But I didn't get to do that because Isaac got mad at me if I did, or we had a fight, or not a little fight, but yeah. So I didn't then change it to or rebrand it. So yeah, it was just so hard to rebrand and basically finding a new name. And at that point I could have taken Notice, but I had Notice as a design team upcoming, which we never launched or tried to do anything with. I tried to do stuff with it, but I didn't make anything, or I couldn't make it how I wanted to do it, basically. So design and editing teams is not that popular now, I guess. But it used to be in 2015 and 14. But yeah, that's the reason why I didn't choose the Notice brand. But again, the only reason why I chose to take over Major was because I was given the rest of the funding for it, which I've all spent it all, basically. I believe it's $50 left on my account, but yeah.
Are doing. I mean, you can just look at that and just see that.
Yeah, look at that. Just a couple of 100 years, 1,200 years, 600, yeah.
That they're doing terrible. He was actually uploading his own personal.
Yeah, and I basically
stuff on this, Best of Soul. Just
I basically told him in 2017, because the only time I ever talked to him, I'm just gonna let him finish first and then explain later.
A lot of just random stuff on here. I don't know why anyone would want to be a part of this team, especially because there's no actual people originally from Major that are still in this team. To it, so I told him give me access to it. So I told the channel, guys, never gave me access to it. So I told him that obviously you don't have permission to restart the team.
No, he didn't actually tell me that. He didn't. He actually never told me it, I believe. I can check later, but as far as I can remember, he didn't tell me anything about
Well,
it.
anyways, he did anyways. Of course he did. And
Because he didn't really have permission to say so, because he didn't own it then.
now they are on this Twitter account, Major Militia ESC, and of course he has access still. Now, I had tried to get the channel back, but it kind of got really, it was actually quite difficult for me to actually get access to back from the channel. If someone out there does know how to do those things, like how to get a channel back, I'd be willing to listen. But I don't believe, guys, that Major would ever come back, even if I got access back to the channel, because of how dead these subscribers are. I probably just would not have. I probably would not reach time. I actually deleted everything. I deleted all the videos. So all
He didn't delete it. I believe Shaw did. Actually, okay, that I don't know. But when I took over, it was still a bunch of private videos, and
these videos that are on here now are videos that either they took from the old channel that they re-uploaded, or are old videos that were from the original Major Militia.
no, that's so false. Or some part of it is true. I believe Major Casper, a dual interesting of Perp, and that other guy I can't see. Um, Idea and chapters. Those are the only ones that is from the somewhat original Major. Major Speeda is my boy River, and yeah, again River, Shadys and River never been in Major, but uh, and we wanted to the comeback. River was picked up as co-leader because I just said like he doesn't have a team to Isaac, so yeah. So basically the same squad. We are basically the same squad at every team we joined back then. We were basically me, River, sometimes Fries, like basically the AE squad. So Twinsy has never been major as far as I can tell. That one major militia majority rules were just something that I used from my old Intel, like as you saw my old Twitter or this one, was basically clips from that team, which I did own back then. So yeah. Wait, did I skip too far again? Yeah. Okay. Prismo, Grumpy, and I think it is those. They are from the 2016 team. I think I have someone private, but that was because of blocked in some countries to do music. So that's the reason why it is private. I believe, probably, don't know. I just don't care to be honest. But yeah, somewhat of it's right, but I didn't really think it checked. Like that one is a really old episode from River. This one is again River with shades, and I believe I have almost had another River montage up there. But again, we were basically the same squad who moved to every team back then. We went from AE to RIs to Fact to Major to I believe Amosite era at some point. when some other dude owned Era, I believe. I don't really remember that much. But yeah.
I deleted all the videos. So all these videos that are on here now are videos that either they took from the old channel that
Mm, somewhat
they
true.
re-uploaded, or are old videos that were from the original Major Militia.
But again, I don't know what he means about the old Major Militia, or yeah, because since 2000 or since I got the channel the first time, he hasn't owned it obviously, but that was when he tried to restart Major again. That was long after I like we got it from Zeus, and before that, Shaw had it, some other dude had it, and so somewhere back in 2015 or early 2016, they must have sold Major for the first time, because he hasn't been there since. I haven't seen him anywhere. Basically, like he probably have been there somewhere, but I don't know. But the only conversation we had between us are like we go to uh like this is a major Twitter that he shows, which is his, and what is okay. I don't know if that's something I should have shown or not, but whatever. Like this is now his main Twitter, which I believe again was his StarCraft 2 Twitter or whatever. But I can't speak about that. But that StarCraft 2 Twitter did DM me about like he wanted to trade the channel he's using now and the Twitter for Major, and I was like, yeah, sure, or something. I thought it was a joke, basically, but I can't show it because I can't DM it. But what I can DM is this one, which was his primary Twitter before. Um, so um, basically, the only like early on we only did some Skype. Like he wanted to talk about to me because that was the first, or no, this was August. It was right before I got the channel. Like I got it for the knife, CS:GO knife, and right after when I got it, which was like you can basically see there's like yeah, that was when we decided to change it to ENT because entertainment, and then later I sent, yo, I think I will get full access to Major. Wanna buy? You can buy for the same price as I might get it for, which was the CS:GO knife, and I don't remember what it was worth. And he was like, no, let's share ownership around the team. And I was like, no, I have no interest anymore. So what are you gonna do with the channel? I don't know, sell it or use it for something, which was a cinema channel, continue the entertainment plan, or personal channel, which I ended up doing eventually. And he's like, no, I'm not interested in buying it back. Okay. That's the only times we have been messaging. And yeah, this should be enough proof. Because, like, he doesn't show any proof. And I have more proof of people knowing, basically knowing, who the owner is. And the owner is definitely not him. So, yeah, I don't know what more to say. And now, I'm gonna play some Valorant. Because I wanna do it. I've been wanting to do it all the time. And that's what I'm gonna do.